The galaxy braced for silence. Then humanity's warships spoke in thunder. The galaxy was quiet, too quiet. Across the endless stretches of stars, the great empires waited, their fleets ready, their weapons charged. But in the space near Earth, there was nothing. No warships, no signals, no signs of human activity. For decades, the galaxy had grown cautious around humanity. Earth had always been small, isolated, and seemingly unarmed. Stories of humans being clever, resilient, and unpredictable had spread slowly from explorers and traders, but few took them seriously. Many laughed at the thought that humans could ever stand against the combined might of the galaxy's empires. Admiral Corval, commander of the Tryon Empire's fleet, studied the star maps in his flagship. His face was stern, but deep down there was a small seed of doubt. The sensors showed no human ships, no signs of preparation, only the familiar blue planet spinning in silence. "This is strange," he muttered. "Earth should have something by now. Where is their fleet?" Humans are clever, never underestimate them. They may be hiding something, or they may be preparing. Either way, we cannot wait. Send the fleet to the outer rim of their system. Begin the bombardment of the forward outposts. Let us see what they do. The ship was massive, unlike anything Corval's empire had ever imagined. Its hull gleamed in the light of the distant sun, and its engines were silent now, but ready to roar at any moment. Ethan paused in front of a large observation window and looked out at space. He could see the stars stretching endlessly, and beyond them, the distant blip of alien warships approaching Earth's sector. He did not feel fear. Fear was a luxury humans could not afford. Instead, he felt the weight of responsibility. Every man and woman on the ship and the thousands more across the hidden human fleet were counting on him to make the right decisions. "Commander Blake," a voice called. It was Lieutenant Mason Hale standing near the control panels. "Scanners are picking up movement. The Tryon Empire's fleet is massing at the edge of the system. They'll reach the first outposts in less than 20 hours. "Yes, sir." Laura stood in the control room of one of the largest shipyards, watching the construction of the last Dreadnought-class ships. "They think Earth is defenseless," she said softly to herself. "They do not know what we are capable of." Reports came in of humans evacuating the outposts, of civilians moving to underground shelters, and yet there was no sign of resistance. "It is as if they expect to be destroyed," he said to himself. "Or they are setting a trap." They gathered in the command room, a large circular space with hollow screens showing the positions of all human and alien fleets. "Listen," Ethan began. "The Tryon Empire believes we are weak. They believe our silence is fear, but we have waited, we have hidden, and now we prepare to make them understand that humanity is not to be underestimated. Our squadrons are ready. We've trained for years for this moment. Every pilot, every crew member knows the plan. We fight to show the galaxy that humans are strong, resourceful, and united." Energy readings they could not explain. Blips of movement that vanished before sensors could lock on. Admiral Corval frowned. "Deploy the interceptors. Find out what is causing these readings. They are waiting for us to make a mistake." "Sir, the outposts report that some aliens are attempting to scan the planet for hidden facilities. Our countermeasures are working. They are getting false readings. We can give them the illusion that Earth is undefended for a little longer. When the time comes, we strike with everything we have." He thought about the galaxy, about the stories humans had heard of the alien empires. They were supposed to be powerful beyond imagination, able to crush any resistance. Yet humanity had survived, had grown, and had thrived despite being underestimated at every turn. Laura Fields entered the corridor, carrying a tablet with the latest reports. "Ethan," she said, "you need to see this. When our warships speak, it will be in thunder. Expect resistance even if none appears. Humans are unpredictable. We adapt, we endure, and we strike when the time is right." They did not know the humans had built defenses that could destroy their cruisers before they even realized they were under attack. And then the first human ship moved. A faint energy pulse appeared, so quick and small that the aliens barely noticed it. But it was a warning, a whisper of the storm to come. Every sensor, every eye, every mind on the alien fleet turned to it, trying to understand what had just happened. Ethan Blake watched from the command bridge, his hands resting lightly on the controls. "This is the beginning," he said. "The galaxy has braced for silence. They do not know that silence is our weapon. They do not know that we are ready to speak in thunder." The first signs of movement, the first hints of action, were small, subtle, almost invisible. But for Ethan Blake and his crew, it was the moment they had trained for their entire lives. Humanity had hidden, had waited, and had planned. And now, the silence that had kept the galaxy calm was about to be shattered. As night fell across Earth, the human fleet remained silent, invisible to the alien scanners, ready to strike. Commander Ethan Blake took a final look at the stars. Somewhere among them, the enemy was preparing to attack, thinking they had the advantage. But the advantage was never theirs, it was humanity's. And soon the galaxy would hear it. The first signs of the attack came quietly, almost like a whisper. The alien fleet had moved closer to the human outposts, their massive ships casting long shadows across the empty void. Sensors on the human ships picked up the faintest movements, but the aliens did not see what lay hidden in the asteroid belts, in the gas clouds, and in the silent shadows of space. Lieutenant Mason Hale stood at his station aboard the Liberty, watching the displays carefully. "Commander Blake," he said, voice tense but calm, "they are within striking distance of the first outpost. The outpost reports the energy shields are holding, but their weapons will not last long under a direct attack. That is when we strike." Fast, sleek human fighters appeared from nowhere, weaving between the beams of alien fire. They struck with precision, disabling the alien scouts before they could send reports back to the main fleet. "Target their sensors first," Lily ordered over the comms. "Blind them, confuse them, make them think we are weaker than we are." "Where did they come from?" one officer asked. "Our sensors detected nothing. How is this possible?" Ethan Blake gave the order, calm and steady. "Release the drones, fire the railguns, engage all defense systems, strike where they will least expect it." When the moment came, they detonated in precise explosions, crippling engines, destroying weapons, and leaving the alien fleet in chaos. Lieutenant Mason Hale could not hide his excitement. "Sir, they're falling apart. The cruisers are disabled, the destroyers are drifting. Our strike is working perfectly." "Keep the pressure on, but do not overextend. This is just the beginning. The galaxy will learn what humans are capable of." The aliens fired wildly, but human shields absorbed most of the damage, and the speed of the human fighters made them nearly untouchable. In the Tryon Empire's flagship, alarms rang constantly. Reports of destroyed ships, disabled weapons, and vanished squadrons filled the bridge. Corval could hardly believe what he saw. "They cannot do this," he shouted. "No species can do this. Focus fire on the human ships, destroy them all. They are forming a wedge formation to trap our fighters." Fast, silent, and deadly, the human fighters appeared on the sides of the alien fleet. Missiles and plasma beams struck the enemy from angles they could not defend against. Ships exploded one after another, and panic spread among the alien crews. Admiral Corval could feel his control slipping. "They are everywhere at once. Their speed, their tactics, it is impossible. Show them who we are." "They said humans were weak," she whispered. "They said Earth was defenseless. They were wrong. We fight to protect our people, not to slaughter without purpose." Captain Lily Warren's squadron pursued the retreating forces, ensuring no ship could escape to warn others. Explosions dotted the void like fireworks as alien ships were dismantled piece by piece. "Sir," Mason Hale said, "they're trying to regroup near the asteroid belt. They may be planning an ambush." "They cannot hide from humanity. Prepare the secondary fleet. We will surround them completely." Corval realized the humans had not only prepared defenses, they had planned the entire battle in advance. Every possible move, every possible escape route had been anticipated. "Impossible," Corval shouted. "They are everywhere at once. They knew we would attack. They planned for this. Do not allow them to escape. This ends tonight." Captain Lily Warren's fighters moved with grace and speed, disabling weapons, cutting off escape routes, and protecting their larger ships. Ethan Blake coordinated the entire operation, anticipating enemy maneuvers and countering them before they could happen. Some alien captains surrendered, but Corval refused. He continued to push his fleet forward, hoping to turn the tide. But humanity had already anticipated this. Hidden torpedo ships lying in wait behind asteroids launched sudden attacks, crippling the remaining alien cruisers. Ethan Blake watched as the alien fleet broke apart. It was almost complete. "Signal the victory protocol," he said. "We will not allow any organized retreat. Let them see what happens when humanity fights. Let this be a warning to the galaxy. Underestimate us at your own risk." They were something the galaxy had not prepared for, disciplined, strategic, powerful, and united. On the Liberty, Ethan Blake watched the remnants of the alien fleet retreat. He allowed himself a small smile. "This is only the beginning," he said. "The galaxy will learn that humanity is not silent. When we strike, it is with thunder." "All units accounted for, sir," she reported. "Minimal losses, maximum damage to the enemy. The fleet is ready for any counterattack. Soon, they will understand that humans are not just survivors. They are a force that will not be ignored." Humanity had spoken, and the sound was thunder. The galaxy would never be the same again. The remnants of the Trion Empire's fleet fled through the dark void of space, their ships damaged and morale broken. Yet Ethan Blake did not relax. He knew this was only the beginning. The aliens had been humiliated, but they were not defeated. Somewhere out there, the main fleet was preparing for a counterattack. Humanity had shown its strength, but the galaxy would not forget this challenge. "Commander Blake," Lieutenant Mason Hale said, studying the tactical displays. "Sensors detect larger formations beyond the asteroid field. It looks like the main fleet is arriving. They're trying to regroup and strike back." "Sir, our fighters are in position," she reported. "We can strike from multiple angles. The enemy will never expect it. They think they have learned our tactics, but we have already anticipated their next move." "Reform the lines," Corval shouted to his officers. "Prepare all heavy weapons, target the human fleet. Do not allow them to strike again. This time we will destroy them." Rumors of human traps spread quickly among the remaining fleet. Fear was now as dangerous as firepower. Back on the Liberty, Ethan Blake observed the enemy's movement. "They're trying to reform. That is exactly what we wanted. Prepare the secondary fleets for a coordinated strike. Lily, I want your squadron to act as bait. Draw them in, but do not engage fully. Keep them thinking they have the advantage." Now the moment of total engagement was near. As the alien fleet approached, the first human strike came. Small, fast fighters darted between the enemy ships, disabling weapons, cutting communication lines, and causing confusion. The aliens fired wildly, trying to repel the attacks, but human shields absorbed most of the energy, and the speed of the fighters made them nearly untouchable. Lieutenant Mason Hale reported, "Sir, their main fleet is reacting, but their formation is breaking. They're trying to concentrate fire, but we have them spread thin. We cripple them before they can organize a proper counterattack." Captain Lily Warren's squadron flanked the enemy, striking from angles they could not defend. Missiles streaked across the void, plasma beams cut through hulls, and alien ships exploded in waves. Every move the humans made was precise, calculated, and deadly. Admiral Corval felt a cold dread settle over him. "They are everywhere at once. Our main fleet cannot respond fast enough. They know our every move. How is this possible?" Every ship, every fighter, every drone worked together. The aliens had never faced an enemy that could think, move, and strike as one unit. Their heavy weapons fired blindly, often hitting nothing but empty space. In the Trion Empire's flagship, officers argued and shouted. Some wanted to retreat. Some wanted to fight to the last ship. Corval's eyes burned with anger and disbelief. "We will not retreat. We will destroy them. Sir, their command ships are exposed. We can take them down in coordinated fire." Alien leaders screamed in panic as their ships were torn apart. Communication lines went dead. Coordinated fire from the remaining ships faltered, and confusion spread like wildfire. Lieutenant Mason Hale reported, "Sir, they're retreating. The fleet is breaking apart. The remaining ships are trying to escape through jump points, but we have blocked most of them. Keep the pressure on. Do not let them regroup. The galaxy must learn that humans do not bow to fear. We strike, and we strike with thunder." Back on Earth, scientists like Laura Fields monitored the battle, their faces filled with pride. "They said humans were weak," she whispered. "They said Earth was defenseless. They were wrong. Humanity is unstoppable. The galaxy thought we were weak, that we were silent, that we were unprepared. But we have always been ready. They will remember this day." Captain Lily Warren reported, "All enemy ships accounted for. Minimal losses on our side. Fleet ready for any further action. The galaxy may test us again, but they will always face the same truth. Humanity does not surrender." The galaxy had learned a lesson. Humans were not weak, they were not defenseless, and they were not to be underestimated. The silence that had made them seem small was gone. Humanity had spoken, and its voice had rolled across the stars like thunder. Admiral Corval, retreating into deep space with the remnants of his fleet, knew this was a disaster. We underestimated them, he muttered, fear and anger in his voice. Humans, they are not what we expected. They are something else entirely. The galaxy may try again, but we will be ready for every challenge. Humans win because we fight together. The galaxy may tremble now, but it will also respect us. Humanity had not only defended itself, it had changed the rules. The galaxy could no longer assume humans were weak. The humans had shown that they were clever, disciplined, and unyielding. Every ship, every fighter, every soldier had played a role in the victory. Ethan Blake stood on the observation deck of the Liberty, looking at the aftermath of the battle. Stars glimmered in the distance, and the wreckage of alien ships drifted silently. "The galaxy has learned its lesson," he said softly. "Humanity speaks now, and when we speak, it is with thunder." And the galaxy, for the first time, truly understood. Earth was not defenseless, and humans were not to be underestimated. The remnants of the Trion Empire's fleet scattered across space, trying to escape the humans' relentless pursuit. Ships that had once seemed invincible were now broken, drifting silently among the stars. Yet Ethan Blake did not celebrate. He knew that victory required more than defeating one fleet. The galaxy had underestimated humanity for centuries, and humanity needed to show that it would not tolerate such arrogance. "Commander Blake," Lieutenant Mason Hale said, voice tense but excited, "sensors show that the main fleet's command structures are gone. The remaining ships are trying to regroup, but they are uncoordinated and scattered. We can finish this. We finish this together. Humanity has waited for centuries to show the galaxy what we are capable of. Let us make them understand it fully." "We underestimated them," he muttered. "They are organized, precise, and they think ahead. We cannot fight them, yet we must survive. We offer you a choice: surrender and live, or continue and face complete destruction. The choice is yours." Massive warships fired railguns, plasma beams, and missiles in perfect harmony. Smaller fighters darted between enemy ships, disabling weapons and engines. Drones attached to hulls detonated in carefully calculated explosions. Alien ships floundered, unable to respond to the coordinated assault. Lieutenant Mason Hale reported, "Sir, they're losing control. Most command ships are disabled or destroyed. The rest of the fleet is scattering. This is almost complete." Every attack was precise, every maneuver carefully calculated. Alien crews panicked as their ships failed one by one. Some tried to surrender, and their ships were carefully disabled, leaving their crews alive. Discipline and honor guided every human action. Admiral Corville's flagship was surrounded. He looked at the tactical display, disbelief and fear written across his face. How can they be everywhere at once? How can they anticipate every move? "Now you will face the consequences." Ethan Blake ordered, "Secure the prisoners. Gather the wreckage. Ensure no further threats remain. This is humanity's victory, and it will be remembered. We will return home soon, but we will leave a message that will echo across the galaxy. Humanity has spoken, and it will not be ignored." Humanity had proven its strength, but it had not allowed cruelty or chaos to rule. Lieutenant Mason Hale looked around at the fleet, pride in his voice. "Sir, we did it. We not only defended our home, we showed the galaxy what humans are capable of. Silence no longer protects us. We have spoken. Our warships have spoken in thunder, and everyone heard it." Laura Fields spoke softly to herself, watching the data streams. "They said humans were weak. They said Earth was defenseless. They were wrong. Humanity is more than they can imagine." Humanity had fought with precision, and that precision had carried them to victory. Captain Lily Warren moved alongside Ethan on the command deck. "Sir, the fleet has never been stronger. Every ship, every crew member understands their role. We are prepared for anything the galaxy can throw at us. Other empires will take notice of what has happened here. We must remain vigilant. But today, humanity has made history. The galaxy has heard our thunder." Stories of the humans' ability to appear from nowhere, strike with precision, and show discipline and honor circulated quickly. The galaxy had learned a lesson that would not be forgotten. Ethan Blake addressed his fleet over the communication channels. "This is humanity. Today we defended our home. Today we showed the galaxy our strength. We do not seek war, but we will not bow to fear. Remember this and let it guide your actions. Humanity is united, disciplined, and prepared. We speak in thunder, and our voice will echo across the stars." He thought about the future, about the challenges that would come, and about the galaxy that would now watch Earth with new respect. Humanity had fought. Humanity had won, and humanity had shown that it was not to be underestimated. Admiral Corval and the Tryon Empire fleet had been broken. Their arrogance had been shattered. Their strategies had failed against humans who were disciplined, strategic, and fearless. The galaxy had witnessed the rise of a new power, one that would not be ignored. Ethan Blake turned to his officers. Prepare for the return home, report our victory, secure all survivors, and ensure no threat remains. Humanity has spoken, the galaxy has listened, but our work is never done. We remain vigilant, always ready, always prepared. The humans had proven that silence was not weakness, it was preparation. The quiet years had allowed humanity to build, to plan, and to become something the galaxy had never expected. And when the time came, humanity had struck with force and precision, leaving no doubt of its strength. Ethan Blake stood on the observation deck, watching the stars pass by. He thought about the lives lost, the ships built, the strategies planned, and the message sent. Humanity had defended its home. Humanity had shown the galaxy that it was not to be underestimated, and somewhere among the distant stars, alien empires took notice. They whispered of Earth's power, of human discipline, and of the thunder that had rolled across space. They knew now that the galaxy had changed. Humanity had spoken, and the echoes of their warships would be remembered forever. The human fleet moved forward, shining like silver blades through the darkness. Humanity had survived. Humanity had triumphed. Humanity had spoken, and the galaxy had listened. Ethan Blake turned to his officers, calm but proud. We have done what no one thought possible. The galaxy knows we exist, knows we are strong, and knows we are ready. Remember this day. Remember our strength. Humanity has spoken in thunder, and it will never be silent again. Humanity had spoken, and the sound of its warships would echo across the galaxy forever.